Hey guys, welcome to the Licks You Should Know series. In this series we're exploring legendary songs and what you can take from them as a guitar player. In today's video we're exploring a lick from Albert King. The song is called Born Under a Bad Sign and it was released in 1967 and has become a timeless staple of the blues. The original song was written by William Bell and Booker T. Jones for Albert King. Albert King is known for using a flying V guitar, so any guitars with humbucker will do for this one. I'm gonna use my Les Paul, going straight into a Fender Deluxe reverb with a Boostache pedal for the treble booster and some spring reverb from the amp. Alright, let's get into the lick. Alright, let's figure out how you can play the lick. Essentially, we're on the key of D flat minor and we're gonna use the second box of the pentatonic scale. You can find all of this information if you don't know this on my roadmap in the link in the description below, and essentially it looks something like that. And then there is another second part of the lick, and we're going to expand on the next position, which is going to be position number 3, and essentially it's something like that. We're not going to use all of the notes, but it's good to understand the basis and what we're using to make this work. Anyway, let's break down the lick. I don't think it's one of the difficult ones, but I think it's really interesting because it has a few little details that they can definitely spice up your playing. So let's start by bending the 12th fret on the B string, and essentially that way we're reaching our root note. You can add some vibrato if you want. Then all you do is you play the 9th fret on the high E string, back on the 12 on the B, 9th on the B, bend on the 11, a full bend, come down on the bend without picking, 9th on the G, 11th on the D, then back to the 9th on the G with a slightly bend, just enough to go to that major third, but not all the way, and then finish on the 11th fret on the D, which is a root note. That's the first part of the lick. Let me play it really slow one more time for you, and you can follow along if you want. So one more time. And the second part of this lick goes something like that. This is pretty easy, but essentially it's a fun little lick that you can use if you're stuck and you don't necessarily know what you do. Definitely explore that area of the guitar. And essentially what you're gonna do is you're gonna play with your index finger the 12th fret on the B string, then the 14th fret, which is the root note, with our ring finger, then index finger on the 12th fret on the high E, and then back on the 14th fret on the B, the root note again. So essentially we have something like that. But pay attention to my rhythm, it's not like that. It has more of an energy to it. You can even hammer on to that lick. You can even do it slower. It's up to you. I think he used to do a lot of aggressive picking, especially with the first lick. And definitely feel free to experiment. Alright, now that you know the lick, let's figure out how you can use it in a different context. I will be playing over a very slow blues backing track that you can find at the end of this video to play along with. Alright, now let me show you how I can not necessarily change the context in terms of the key, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play exactly the same chord progression, exactly the same song, but I'm gonna play it way slower. So what I can do is I can create more depth with my dynamics and the notes I'm gonna choose to play. That's not a rule or something you have to do. I'm just trying to give you ideas of how you can use this lick to your playing and how you can get inspired to create your own licks. You will find this backing track at the end of this video, so definitely stick around with that. And let me just show you a few ideas that you can use if you want to. can even use the pentatonic box as well and include these notes. Anyway, I hope you understand the point and I hope you got something out of it. Definitely explore that, definitely change things, definitely try to make mistakes and see what works and what doesn't. That's what I always recommend. And definitely try to figure out what works for you and what doesn't. Alright, that was the lick for today. I hope you liked it and that you got something out of this video. If you did, please make sure to like this video, leave a comment with your thoughts and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to download my free roadmap for intermediate guitarists in the link in the description. Have a beautiful day and I will see you on the next one.